I mean, wow. Seriously? I waited 1 minute and 40 seconds to review the data log, and I backed it up with a second pull. Check this one out. This car's an auto, 5R55 automatic running 93 octane with Torco. It's about 17 pounds of boost. 2 back-to-back pulls, 724 real horse, then 714, and 617 torque, 610. Absolutely ridiculous. Check it out right here. This is SAE. We got the 617, 610. And actually it spun a little bit on that first pull. So I don't know if you can see these graphs right here, but the blue line is the first pull. You see how it's lower and it's really straight at the bottom. That was because it was spinning a little bit. And then once the tires warmed up, it was good to go on the second pull and torque came up. But that was absolutely awesome. You've got to check this engine out. It's a Brenspeed B326 with a Roush Supercharger converted to our Hurricane package. Hey, what's up everybody? Brent from Brenspeed. Man, I was so excited about that. Didn't even introduce myself. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment if you have questions during this video, and don't forget to subscribe, hit the notify. That's how you're gonna stay up to date. But behind me, 3-valve Mustang, killer setup. It's our Brenspeed Stage 3 B326. Okay, so that's a stroker engine. It's a 3-valve. It's got a Roush little 2.3 supercharger on it, converted to our Hurricane supercharger package. And what that is a ported Roush supercharger with some added cooling mods, like you see right here, to help keep this supercharger as cool as possible. That was sick. So we're talking 724 rear wheel horsepower through the automatic and over 600 torque. Absolutely killer. I have cars we built that make less power than that run 9 seconds in the quarter mile. Now, this car has an air ride system. It's more of like your street car, highway kickdown car. Okay, not really set up for that, but man, is this thing gonna be crazy. So look at this right here. You might have seen this car before in some other videos when it's making a little bit lower power, but we got a lot of cool mods added to it. So this does have the ice tank. So in replace of the battery's in the trunk. Up here, you got an ice tank. Put ice in there and at the drag strip. We added a methanol kit to this car. So that's gonna keep our intake temps down. You know, 17 PSI in this car right here, that supercharger, even though it is a Hurricane, it's got a bunch of cooling mods. It is gonna get warm on a hot day. Out there, it's ripping up the highway. I don't know if you can see it in the trunk right here. Ooh, look at that, AirPod, killer setup. And over here, we do have the tank for the meth injection. So that right there is a 3-valve Mustang. I think what I'm gonna do, just for you to compare, I'm gonna bring up a graph of a Coyote making similar powers. We're gonna overlay them and see what it looks like, because you know we build Coyotes in here all the time that make 700 of the tires. But right now, let's go see what a Coyote 700 horsepower graph looks like overlaid a 3-valve Mustang graph making similar power. All right, this is super interesting to look at. So let's say you're bench racing. You got 2 guys. Man, how much your car make? My car makes 724. My car makes 724. To the tires, rear wheel horsepower, and in your brain you're thinking, okay, these cars should be about equal in performance. But look at this. So this car right here was 724, 617. I overlaid it with my 2015 Whipple car on a 724 rear wheel horse graph that was more like 530, you know, at the torque at the tires. So look at this. So here we have it. These are both SAE. The red run is the 2015 Mustang, 724, 531 torque. The blue run, 724 in this 3-valve, 617 torque. And you have to understand, looking right here, I mean, seriously, look at that. Look how much more power that is. The peak performance of this 3-valve was about 6,500 RPM, And I think looking at the my Cody car was about 7,600 is where I let off on that run. I mean, I probably could have ran it a little bit higher, but you got to remember when you're talking rear wheel horsepower, it's not just about what you make at the red line, what goes on underneath that curve right there. And that just shows you that this particular car, which is more boost than my car, but it's going to hang in there. You know, this is a world of Coyotes. I love Coyotes. Actually, all my cars right now, for the most part, are Coyotes. But I got my first 3-valve in December of '04. Built these cars, tuned them forever since then, man. Every week I have these cars in here tuning them. They're really, really good to make good power, even though it is easier to make power on a Coyote now because you're starting 100 more real horsepower. And as the years get newer, the engines become a lot more stronger, you should say. But this right here, great example of a 3-valve Mustang, over 700 real horsepower through the automatic. My car's a manual, so keep that in mind as well. Manuals always lay more down on the dyno than the auto, and that one right there has me beat. So, for now. But anyways, I'm Brent from Brenspeed. Thanks for watching. This is a cool car. I did have the cutouts open on this dyno pole, so this does have the QTP cutout package that we offer here at Brenspeed, and it does make a little bit more power on a car like this, having those open than having them closed. But you just close them up, drive around the city, no problem. Don't have to worry about getting in trouble. You like something like this, email quote@brenspeed.com. And then, of course, you can call us 574-594-9559. These B326 engines are available for mail order, as well as everything else you pretty much see on this car. And this car's got a lot of stuff done to it. Thanks for watching, and leave a comment. I'd be happy to answer.